Breaking news. A young varsity cheerleader found dead on a Carnival cruise ship. A family vacation that turned into a crime scene. A body hidden under a bed. Bruises on the neck. A 16-year-old stepbrother now called a suspect in open court. What happened inside that small stateroom on deck 8? And why are federal investigators so silent? Before we begin, this is Real Crime Pulse. And if you want more deep dive true crime investigations like this one, make sure to subscribe. It helps us continue bringing you stories the world needs to hear. Now, let's get into the case. On November 8, 2025, passengers on the Carnival Horizon watched in shock as FBI agents boarded the ship in Port Miami. A body was quietly removed from the lower decks. The body of 18-year-old varsity cheerleader Anna Keaptainner, a high school senior from Titusville, Florida. What investigators discovered on that ship triggered national headlines. Bruises on her neck, a body hidden under a bed, and a teenage stepbrother abruptly labeled a suspect. But to understand this case, we must go back to the beginning, to a family trip that was supposed to bring everyone closer. Anna boarded the Horizon with her biological father, her stepmother, her 9-year-old stepsister, and her 16-year-old stepbrother. The siblings reportedly shared a stateroom, a detail that would become critical in the investigation. By November 6th, near the end of the 6-day cruise, Anna didn't feel well. According to reports, she left dinner early, telling her family she was going back to the room to rest. That would be the last time her family saw her alive. The next morning, November 7th, Anna didn't show up for breakfast. Hours passed with no sign of her. Then, around 11 a.m., a maid unlocked the stateroom door and entered, discovering a horrifying scene. Anna's body wrapped in a blanket, covered with life jackets, and shoved under the bed. Passengers later reported hearing an emergency call over the ship's intercom around the same time. But what investigators would soon uncover made this case even darker. Although authorities have not released the official autopsy, a major ABC News report cited a source claiming Anna was suffocated. The phrase used was bar hold, a type of chokehold with an arm. Across the neck, 2 bruises were allegedly found on the sides of her neck. No signs of sexual assault. No drugs or alcohol in her system. This suggested one thing: this was personal, violent, and deliberate. Until this moment, law enforcement hadn't named any suspects. But then, everything changed. During a custody hearing involving Anna's stepmother, the attorney for her ex-husband made a statement on record. The older child, approximately 16 years of age, is a suspect in the death of the stepchild. This was the first time the word suspect was ever used publicly. Court filings revealed even more. The stepbrother allegedly shared a room with Anna. His mother claimed he needed immediate hospitalization after the incident. He has a psychiatrist appointment scheduled. The FBI advised she might need to plead the fifth if she testified. The child is now living with another family relative. During the investigation, outside voices painted a disturbing picture. The father of Anna's ex-boyfriend said the stepbrother was obsessed with her, infatuated to the point of carrying a large knife, crawling into her room, and getting on top of her while she slept. Nothing about these claims has been confirmed by the FBI, but they add a chilling layer to the case. A cruise ship is like a floating city. Thousands of security cameras watch every hallway, every restaurant, every deck, except the bedrooms. Investigators were able to track the last time Anna was seen entering her room. Every time the stepbrother entered or exited, card timestamps, iterations, and body language caught on camera. Witness testimony from passengers and family members. While we don't know exactly what the FBI has collected, experts say the timeline can be reconstructed with extreme precision. But one detail stands out, something never usually seen. The medical examiner listed Anna's time of death as 11:17 a.m. to the exact minute. Detectives say such precision is extremely rare, which suggests investigators may have access to information the public has not yet seen. Anna's father, Chris Keaptainner, spoke to the media early on, describing her as a bright, funny, loving daughter who wanted to join the military and eventually become a police officer. But after the autopsy leak and the custody court revelation that named a family member as a suspect, he stopped giving interviews. Her stepmother's channel made her Facebook private. Court documents listing consistencies, delays, filings, and requests for Fifth Amendment protection, all creating more questions than answers. Hundreds gathered at Anna's celebration of life, Friends described her as someone who lit up every room. She had plans. She had dreams. She was weeks away from graduation. Instead, her name is now at the center of a federal investigation into what may be a homicide committed in international waters. Where the case stands taught as of this recording, no arrests have been made. The FBI has not confirmed whether this is a homicide. They have not publicly identified any suspects. Toxicology and the full autopsy have not been publicly released. The family remains divided, with custody battles and legal filings unfolding. All we know is this: Anna Keaptainner entered the cabin alive and never came out. Someone on that ship knows what happened. And one day, we hope the truth will surface. Thank you for watching this episode of Real Crime Pulse. If you want more deep dive investigations into the cases that matter, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay with us as we follow this case and many others. Anna deserved justice, and we'll be here until the truth is fully revealed. Subscribe to Real Crime Pulse, where every story finds a voice.